This right here is a prime example of what a domino effect is all about. When one thing happens, everything then leads to it straight after. Last night, Spurs opened talks to sign Savinho for Manchester City. Last night, it was just a rumor. Last night, it was just a story. Last night, nothing serious happened. This morning, Spurs have made their official bid to sign Savio. They offered 50 million. Man City, they want more. They want close to 60 million as possible. And it's going to happen. It's bound to happen. Savinho wants to move. He's keen on it. And Spurs want Savinho. James Maddison just literally got an ACL injury. So he's out for the whole season. They want a replacement. They want a winger. Savinho's their man. They're going to get this man. Which means Man City, they need a replacement. Man City, they can't go into next season because Grealish is out of the door as well. So next season, they can potentially have, on the wings, they can potentially have Doku, Oscar Bob, Marmoush, if he's going to play there, and Foden and Ryan Cherky, but them men are going to be most likely play as a 10, which means they need a winger, they need a replacement. And who is their replacement? Voila. Exclusive from Indy Kyler, who all of a sudden has become a tier 1 reporter, where he is now as reliable as it comes. He has just said this morning, Man City will target Rodrygo if Savinho is sold to Spurs. And on top of that, another exclusive, we understand that Rodrygo's agent is traveling to England this week to meet 2 out of 3 Premier League clubs to see what options are available for him. And we know this. I don't think this is a surprise to anyone in so many ways. In so many ways. I mean, listen, Rodrygo to Manchester City is a transfer which has been in the making for the past 3 years, ever since Rodrygo did what he did against City and scored 2 goals against them in the last second, which made he knocked City out. That game is known to be the Rodrygo game. That last 2 goals he did, we went to the final, we beat Liverpool, X, Y, and Z. The rest is history. You guys know what happened. Since then, every summer I see a rumor about Rodrygo going to City. It happened 2 years ago. The transfer never happened. Last year I saw the rumor. It still never happened. This is the first time that this year the rumor's there, and I feel like it's actually serious. For the past 2 years, I never felt that it was a possibility for him to go. I never felt it as a strong enough rumor. This is the first time I actually see it in person, and I kind of predicted it. When Mbappe was signed to Real Madrid, go back to my channel last year. Go back to my channel. I literally predicted it that I see Rodrygo leaving Real Madrid next season. Not this season, next season. And it's gonna happen. Real Madrid have made it very clear. They've said to Rodrygo, they've sat him down and said, listen, we're not. I mean, you're more than happy to stay, but just bear in mind, you're not gonna be starting for us. Xabi Alonso, he looks at Franco, he looks at Arda Güler as players that's going to be starting over you. So if you want to leave, you're more than happy to leave. They've made it very clear to Rodrygo. They've never told any lies to Rodrygo. They've never promised him first-team football because that's not going to happen next season. Rodrygo wants to stay at Real Madrid, but understands that next season his minutes will be limited. His minutes will be restricted, which means a move. He wants a move. The World Cup is just around the corner. He wants a move. He wants to go to a team where he can feel appreciated. He can feel that he's worth something, and for him to showcase to the whole world who the hell Rodrygo really is. And a move to Manchester City could potentially do that. Let's talk about it from all 3 parties included, from a Real Madrid perspective, from a Rodrygo perspective, and from a Manchester City perspective, before we understand if this is, and the last perspective, really and truly, is this really happening? Is this going to happen? Let's answer this first. I think it will. I think this is something which I can see happening, whether it is to a Manchester City, whether it is to a Liverpool or to an Arsenal or to any Bayern Munich. I don't know, man. This San Luis Diaz, actually, never mind. To a club, I feel this is going to happen. I don't see Rodrygo at Real Madrid next season. I don't. I feel like he wants to go, and I think he understands his time at Real Madrid is over. Yes, we've seen the reports over the past 2 weeks come out and said that Rodrygo wants to fight for his position at Real Madrid. My brother, put it in the bag. You're not fighting for nothing. You're not fighting for nothing. I know you don't want to fight for nothing. I know you want to play on the left-hand side. We can't give you that. I know you want to feel appreciated. I mean, really? I know you want to feel respected and feel valued. Not at this club. Unfortunately not. Unfortunately, the chapter's over. Xabi Alonso doesn't want you. Xabi Alonso, the moment I saw Xabi Alonso bring on Ceballos, bring on other players over you when we were losing 4-0 to Paris Saint-Germain in the Club World Cup, I knew what time it is. The moment after he started the first game, after that, you didn't start a single game. I knew immediately that your time is over. That Xabi Alonso doesn't look at you as someone that he can trust for next season. That he looks at someone else, a 17-year-old coming from Argentina. He feels a Franco Mastattuno, can be more important than yourself. This is why, for your perspective, for your sake, I think it's time to go. I think if you want World Cup next season, if you want to start the next World Cup, a move, you need to move. You need to move. And the Premier League is the likeliest destination. Now, from a Manchester City perspective, you're getting someone that really and truly, the one thing which I've been trying to avoid this, the one transfer, the one player which I didn't want Pep to have, he's about to get. Pep Guardiola is about to make Rodrygo into an absolute world beater. Please do not look at Rodrygo and look at his numbers over the past 6 years, because I saw people say, well, Savinho, he had 19 GAs, 19 GAs in his first season. Rodrygo has never had 19 GAs. Complete different players, complete different roles, complete different responsibility. Savinho was the number one target, was the number one creation. It wasn't Alexis Garcia. It wasn't what's the Donny? Couto. It wasn't Miguel. It wasn't Dovbik. Dovbik was the one that was getting the goals. Savinho was the number one creator for that Girona team. So, of course, he's going to get a lot of the touches. He got double the touches than Rodrygo did. Of course, when you have the ball every minute of a game, of course, you're going to get something. Of course, you're going to get more GAs than someone who isn't the first option, the second option, or even the third option at Real Madrid. So, and when Rodrygo did play on the left-hand side, he got way more numbers than what Savinho got on the right-hand side, which is his preferred position. That's one. Secondly, you're getting someone who really and truly is going to be one of your best players, if not the best player, alongside Haaland. KDB is not there no more. You need creation. He's going to get that. He's going to be the creator. You need someone that can help Haaland in the Champions League football. He's going to be that person with over 40 GAs in 60 games. This Donny is a cheat code. And when he plays on the left-hand side, under a system, under Pep Guardiola, Manchester City, you're about to get a player which is going to change your whole team, and you're going to basically... You're going to forget about Savinho after the first game. And that is all due respect to Savinho. The Donny is a talent. The Donny last season, the numbers didn't really do him justice. But my brother, you're not the same level as Rodrygo, yeah? That's levels apart. That's levels apart. Little bro, this is big bro. Levels apart. Now, from a Real Madrid perspective, we cannot let Rodrygo be sold for under than 100 million. We cannot do that mistake. If Savinho's been sold for 60 million, if Mbeumo's going for 75 million, if Nani's going for 52 million, if Kudus is going for 60 million, if players like that is going for that amount of money, if Luis Diaz is going for 80 million, if Garnacho has been valued at 50 million, we cannot let Rodrygo go for anything less than 100 million. We now understand Man City is desperate. They want a replacement. They look at Rodrygo as the replacement. We cannot compromise on this. We cannot go halfway. I know their first official bid is going to be 75 to 80 million. We can't just say, you know what, let's just accept 85, 90 million. We can't do that. Not even a loan deal, because I've seen Arsenal, apparently rumours about Arsenal wanted a loan obligation to sign Rodrygo. Hell no. Who the hell do you think we are? Loan obligation. We're not Serie A teams act. We can get our players on loan and then with an obligation to buy the next year. Hell no. We want the money right now. We want to transfer right now. What kind of broke deal is this, fam? If you want our player, show me the money right now. City, they got the money. City, I'm not worried about where the money is. They've got the money. They've got the bread. And we can't meet halfway or accept less than what Rodrygo's worth at. We want 100 million. We better get 100 million for Rodrygo. On top of that, I genuinely think we're making a big mistake. I genuinely think, I know everyone has accepted the fate that Rodrygo's leaving, and everyone has now accepted the idea of him going and Franco starting, Arda Güler starting, or Hendrick starting, or Brahim Diaz starting, whoever it is. I genuinely think we're making a massive mistake right here. Yes, his numbers hasn't been consistent. Yes, he hasn't been reliable when Vinny was X, Y, and Z. Like, we know about Rodrygo. We know what happened last year. He wasn't the most reliable of players. He wasn't the most consistent of players. When he was getting the chances, he wasn't there. However, I still think we're making a massive mistake. We are losing a player that I can literally see in my own two eyes. I can literally see him become one of the best players in the world. And this is not a stretch. This isn't a rage bait. This isn't for numbers or clicks. Rodrygo's got best player in the world tagline about him. And we're about to give him into a competition, into a team which can rival us. Brother, every year we get Man City. For the past, how many years now? For the past 3 to 4 years, every season we're bound to get Man City in the Champions League. Whether it's the playoffs, the quarterfinals, the round of 16, the semi-finals, the final, I don't care, bro. Every year we get Man City in the semi-finals or in the Champions League. It's jarring now. It's annoying now. And I know for a fact, if Rodrygo joins Man City, and we are definitely getting Man City next year in the Champions League. Whether that's the league phase or whether that's the knockout stage, we're getting Man City next season. And trust me, Rodrygo will be... That game will mean a lot to Rodrygo. This is the game that Rodrygo will look at and say to himself, this is what you guys have missed out on. And I know what's going to happen. I know what's going to happen. This is why the idea of losing Rodrygo, I don't understand it from a Madrid perspective. If you want the money, wait next year, Ak. If you want the money, brother, I will donate to sell Alaba or Ceballos, fam. I don't understand how this is, again, you might say, oh, what are you talking about? I don't understand Xabi Alonso's mindset where he is openly saying, I want to sell Rodrygo and I want Franco Mr. to come in and start straight away. Franco's 17 years old, Ak. Franco hasn't played European football, Ak. Franco's coming from an Argentinian league, which is very different to the La Liga. He needs time to adapt. You're not going to expect Franco to come in and shine straight away. You've got a player in Rodrygo that can be the mentor, that can be the helper to Franco. And once Franco gets his minutes and adapts well, then we can see Franco get into the first team football and be a guaranteed starter. But for the time being, if you ask me right now, who do I want to start next season for Real Madrid? Is it Franco or is it Rodrygo? It's Rodrygo. We've seen Rodrygo. We've seen what he can do. Has it been consistent every time? Not really. But we know the talent that he's got. We know the ability that he's got under his feet. And we're going to sell that to a team which potentially we can rival us to the Champions League. Listen, if we get 100 million, I'm cool with that. If we sell Rodrygo for less than 100 million, I'm going to be absolutely fuming with that. Especially the players that I'm seeing are being sold for close to that. If we sell Rodrygo for less than 100 million, I'm going to be fuming. I'm going to be fuming. It's going to be, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. But listen, it's a transfer, as I said earlier, it's a transfer which has been bound to happen for so many years now. And every season is something that I expect happening, and now it's happening. Now it's happening. Like, it was always going to happen. If Rodrygo wanted to leave the Premier League, like Real Madrid to go to the Premier League, I always felt like Man City was going to be the destination for him, just because of Pep Guardiola. For a second, I thought Liverpool could be that team. For a second, I thought Arsenal could be that team. But it's going to go back to City, and it was always going to be City. For some reason, he's always spoken highly about City. He's always said good things about City. He's always spoken highly about Pep Guardiola. Pep Guardiola came out last year or the year before? He came out and said that if he got asked about Real Madrid and the most dangerous player, is it Mbappe, is it Jude, is it Vinny? He said neither of the three. I look at Rodrygo as the dangerous player. And look, he looks at Rodrygo as someone that he knows the talent that he's got. He knows Rodrygo needs an environment where he could just unlock everything in his bag. And his bag is deep, fam. It's a deep bag. It's not just any Sainsbury bag or Aldi bag. This Donny's got a Waitrose bag, fam. It's deep, it's reliable, it's heavy. He's got a heavy bag, bro. And once he finds a system, the environment, the circumstances, and the manager that can trust him fully, that bag will be opened up, and you're going to see so many good things about that bag. And I'm going to be the biggest fan of Rodrygo next season. If it's City, if it's Liverpool, it's Arsenal, I wish him all the best, bro, because I know what he can bring to the table. But listen, this is my opinion. Unfortunately, I think it's going to happen. I think it's time to say goodbye. And once the deal actually is confirmed, we can talk about it. And we could talk about Rodrygo's time at Real Madrid, whether it's been a good time or whether it's been an overrated time, as people would like to say. Put down in the comments what you guys make of the transfer, of the potential transfer. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel. As I said, the road to 100K. We're getting very close. And I'll see you soon tomorrow with Real Madrid's first preseason game before the season starts. Peace.